is a carryover from stuff they did a week ago. And you also go back to recent years in New England, a lot of the same stuff that we saw Tom Brady do in New England. So it's important that you're doing things that your players are comfortable doing. And I feel like we are inching that direction for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which I think is a good thing for how Brady plays, which ultimately is a good thing for that football team.
Yeah, I agree. I think that in the early parts of the season, you're learning about your team and you're learning which players are best in certain situations. And with Tampa, they have been learning in the early parts of this season. They're 5-2. They're in a great spot. They're getting better offensively. And not only are they getting better offensively, they have a great defense. And in this game against Oakland, they had a little bit of give and take in this game, let up a little bit more yardage than I would have liked to see. With a quarterback, Carr did a great job. Got to have a hat off to him. I think he played well. But the defense of Tampa is keeping them in this game. And when you pair that up with the offense, and that offense only getting better, this team is going to continue to grow and be better and put players in the right positions to make plays. So I look forward to Tampa being one of the best in the NFC and expect them to be better in 5 weeks than they are right now.
Let's talk the figurative elephant in the room, because we heard Tom Brady asked about Antonio Brown, and he deflected a little bit and made it about the current game. Antonio Brown's not eligible to join the team for a couple of weeks after week 8, so he should be eligible week 9 against the Saints. But we heard Bruce Arians more directly call it an insurance move. Tim, how would you describe the acquisition of Antonio Brown and his fit on this Bucs receiving corps?
Well, I don't think it's an insurance move. In terms of the fit, I think it depends on, how Antonio, kind of behaves with the football team. You said Tom deflected a little bit, Al. Come on, you're being way too nice. He was asked about Antonio Brown, and he listed anybody that is eligible to go for a pass, out for a pass on his football team in return. I think it's an interesting thing. It appears that Tom Brady basically campaigned, lobbied, whatever it would be, for the Bucs to sign Antonio Brown because of a past relationship, because of a past working relationship, whatever it may be. In so doing, you have to think about how that affects the guys on your football team, especially the good wide receivers on your football team. All we've talked about is how good Chris Godwin is, how good Mike Evans can be, with Brady. How about those tight ends? And oh, by the way, Scotty Miller and that chemistry building like we saw today with Tom Brady. Well, when that guy then is campaigning to sign another wide receiver, no matter how good you think Antonio Brown can be, yeah, people have feelings. Guys that play pro football look at it as, look, they're still looking for their opportunity. So I do think it does create a little bit of a unique dynamic, and I think Antonio's behavior is going to say a lot about how he fits in with everybody.
No, you're absolutely right, because not only the dynamic there between the rest of the other receivers and Tom Brady sort of trying to implore the team to bring him in, but Bruce Arians very publicly saying Antonio Brown is not a fit for this team on any level, and now having to backtrack a little bit. Rob, what would you say for a guy that's played one game in a year and hasn't played a full complement since 2018? What's a reasonable expectation for what we should be expecting from Antonio Brown?
Well, I think we've all seen the highlights of Tom and AB playing in one game together, and the back shoulder and a couple receptions that he had in that game. You would anticipate that they would be able to link up pretty quickly. And Tom, look, Tom's a powerful guy. He must have went right in that head coaching office and started to lobby for AB. And I just think that the more the merrier on offense. And Tom, at this point in his career, he wants a lot of really good football players on his offense, and to bring in a guy like AB at such a low cost, he just wants another target to throw the ball to, and he got one.
And in all fairness, they did also mention the fact that those fantastic receivers that Tim mentioned have all been hampered by injury